And we start our practice by finding connection to presence. As you breathe in, you simply know that you are breathing in. And that inhale naturally turns into an exhale. We know both the sensation of in and out. And we experience the body just as it is. Whether you're seated or lying down, move through a body scan. Check in with those points of the body that are making contact with your block, your bolster, your chair. And if you need to make any micro adjustments, the word that I really like to bring to mind with body work is dignity. We want to find the right balance between restful yet wakeful, cultivating that middle path with the breath and with the body. If we hold ourselves too rigidly, fatigue might set in. And if we allow ourselves too much slack, dullness may come in. And find whatever middle path might be for you this morning. As these practices continue to build over time, you may find more ease with moving through your body scan, noticing those parts that feel good, noticing the parts that don't feel so good, the parts that are lively, sluggish, youthful, moving on in age. How sharp is your awareness of feeling itself? Maybe drawing attention to your left pinky toe, your right index finger, your third eye, some spots. Doesn't really matter what they are. And the body offers us endless opportunity to come into presence. Words are usually helpful. We're in a part of our practice where we can't access pure sensation or pure awareness without coloring that experience with some words. That's okay. Tingling, vibration, wave-like motions, frenetic energy, dull energy. These are all just ways of starting to experience what's here. And the body serves as hopefully a safe tool for you as we move and continue our exploration into parts of our experience that may challenge us. And body can challenge us too, of course. We're going to be exploring those 8 buckets of mind states that we introduced ourselves to in our practice on Thursday. The 8 states for your reminder here: mind with and without lust, mind with and without aversion, mind with and without delusion, cramped mind, scattered mind, developed mind, undeveloped mind, surpassable and unsurpassable mind, concentrated and unconcentrated mind, and the mind free, the mind bound. And one of the things to keep in mind as we explore these ideas and mind states is that we find discernment. If any of these upcoming offerings may trigger you, come back to what might be easier: body, breath, and know that discomfort may be your path forward. We need to keep an eye towards discernment to see where blockages might be coming up, those bumps in the road, a winding path. There may be growth in there, but what this isn't an invitation for is to re-traumatize yourself or cause such severe reactivity that you're causing harm. Discern when you need to come back to safety. Discern when this might be a simple fluctuation or a habitual response. Invite yourself to maybe go a little bit deeper. Mind with and without lust. A lot of times in practice, lust starts off with an investigation into body lust. When we were exploring different parts of the body a few weeks ago, we know that there are infinite opportunities, I'll call them, within our modern world for over sexualization or over glamorizing, or all of the messages that we get on how a body should look. The magazine covers, adverts on the street, wherever it might be. A lot of those messages prime us for body lust. And the Buddha said, of all longings and desires, there is none as strong as lust. Craving for lust has no equal. If there were something as strong as it, then no one in the world would be able to cultivate the way. And this lust may be in body lust, sexual desire, money, food, luxury, lusting over your neighbor's possessions, lusting over your coworker's power. And this is our meditation for today. The abstaining in the lay practitioner's world does not mean complete abstinence. Rather, this is skillful discernment of a mind that is full of lust or a mind that is free from lust. Doesn't remove our innate nature, the need for food, the need for clothing, the need to have a clean body, the need perhaps even for sexual desire, reproduction, whatever it is the skillful means to navigate, not overindulging, not letting the lust take control of your mind. So find a little bit of time here to determine where the mind might be experiencing lust. Maybe you spend some time understanding where the mind is free of lust. And remember, path forward might be in those spaces that discomfort arises. A student and his Zen teacher were talking about lust, and I'll just share this quickly with you. Student shares, or asks rather, what's wrong with lust? Zen master Sang says, it takes you away from your true nature. Student asks, isn't it a natural feeling? Zen master says, is it? How do we know what is natural? We think we have an idea of naturalness, but we don't know naturalness. Maybe we've been doing it for so long that we think it's natural, but we don't know. Lust is an intense desire. Student asks, sexual desire, right? And Zen master shares, you think of it as sexual desire, but it doesn't have to be sexual. If you listen to the way I said the precept isn't against sex, it's against lust. Lust is when you use or abuse someone else to satisfy your desire. It's when you're so full of desire that you're not aware or concerned about its impact on the person you're with. Buddhism tells us that not aware or concerned about its impact on the person that you're with. Buddhism tells us that it's okay. It's so easy to fall into delusion. I can make up a story to justify my lust. I can pretend that it's okay. But if I'm not aware or attentive to how my desire is impacting the other person, then I'm usually afflicted with pain and suffering. And you can even think about lust as hurting another person, your relationship, your envy for what they have. And you can even think about lust for material goods or consumption and the impact to Mother Earth. A disregard for the impact of your desires on another. How do we know when the mind has gone into incredible, intense, strong desire, lust? Clouds are true nature. Lust has the potential to create harm of others, harm of environment, harm of all sentient beings, harm of self. How can you practice this throughout your day, discerning what is true nature and what satisfies those basic human needs? And what's on the other end of the spectrum? Sometimes lust is obvious, immensely strong desires that manifest in the mind, in the body. And sometimes lust is lurking in the shadows. Intensity can be just as strong, but the recognition may not be quite there yet. And as always, for the last few moments of our practice, an invitation to consider how you can bring these words, these understandings, these messages that have lasted for thousands of years from the Buddha off the cushion and into our modern world, into our modern life. And they've stood the test of time for a reason. Even if it's hard, think about how you can check in on lust, how you can check in on a mind free of lust. Skillful means and discernment. And if it serves you to bring hands to heart center, you're welcome to find posture for closing here. And may the merits of this practice be of benefit to all sentient beings, ourselves included in the circle of compassion. Thank you for your practice. Thank you, online.